Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make me this used to have a vent in it right here that would flip up and let air in. Of course all that's gone. But I'm going to make me a new door to cover this up, and I want to have it where I can put a hinge on it and flip it open, because obviously I got a lot of wiring and stuff here, and I really like having access to all this stuff, so I figured I'd make me a door, put a hinge on it and flip it down. I might even put a screen door hook or something like that on the top of it to lock it down, but that's what I'm going to work on, is cutting that little vent right now. Alright, I was wondering what I was going to make my vent out of, and I had a big piece of metal over there that I could cut it out of, or I've got some aluminum right here, but I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice if I could find something a little bit more interesting? Well, I got a buddy, Stan, that does a lot with bending metal, hammering on metal and stuff, and so I thought I'd try that. I took me an old car tag and hammered it, and that makes a pretty good half vent. In fact, as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, well, if there was a hinge here, you know, and have another one over there and a hinge over there, that might be kind of cool, you know, a little bit more hammering to get that to the right shape. Have me a vent door made out of a couple old hammered out tags. That might be kind of fun. I'm playing with that idea. Alright, I got my vent hole stopped up, made me a vent cover out of a couple of old main tag plates. I drilled and tapped either side of this, put a bolt up through there with a wing nut on it, and then just kind of put a washer on each side and hold that down. Oh, that's good enough for the moment. If I decide to change it later, I will. We'll see how that goes. The reason I painted it is because when it wasn't painted, it looked so bright. It kind of, I don't know, something just didn't look right about it. It kind of drew your eyeball right all over it and dazzled you, you know. So I just painted it gray. It kind of matches the rest of the car better. Sometimes I never quite know what I'm doing until I get there. I painted this tag thing after I made it, but I still didn't quite exactly like the looks of it, and I went in and watched a video, and I looked at a picture of it before I changed it. By the way, I originally had these ends tucked in, and I straightened them back out and hammered on them. So what I did was I took me a rag with some thinner on it, and I wiped all over that, thinking I'd wipe some of that primer off. Well, it didn't exactly work, so I got me a piece of sandpaper, and I just kind of went over it with sandpaper. And that's the look I like right there. That look right there, it looks, I don't know, it looks just right. It fits with the rest of the car as far as I'm concerned. So that's perfect. And I can take that off, pop these two wing nuts out, lift that off, and still reach in there and do my dash wiring. It's not watertight, but I ain't going to drive it in the rain anyway. I might get a little breeze blowing through it, but heck, many holes as I got in that firewall and all, I don't think it'll matter much. Anyway, I guess I'm done fooling around with this. I'm liking the looks of that just fine, so that's it.